Hello everyone, welcome to English Elites. I'm Kiran and I'm here to help you with your English speaking skills and improving your vocabulary. In this grammar series, we are going to now move on with the next video, the next part, the fourth part, okay, of what is a noun. Here we are discussing about what is a noun, and there are 7 types of nouns, okay. So here we are with the last 2 types. So let's begin with it. The next 2 types of nouns are countable noun and uncountable noun. Okay, now as you can read the name, it already suggests something about counting. Okay, let's see what it is all about. Okay, now the first one, the countable noun, is what it is. Okay, just let me know if you already know about it or have any idea about it in the comment section, please. Okay, I would love to, or if you have any questions, do ask in the comment section. I would love to answer them. Okay, let's see the examples: books, pen, phone, bottles, glasses, plate. Cats, cat, dogs, puppies, kitten, horse, ducks. The next one is person, friends, enemy, associates, supporter, ideas, human being, man, women, students. Now, all these words, obviously you're going to say that some of these are objects, some of these are people, okay, and all of them are names of some things. But what it is, what are we exactly talking here about? Okay, so here we are talking about that how all these words are kind of a countable noun. Now, countable noun is something that you can count in numbers, okay, like 1 book, 2 pens, 3 bottles, 4 glasses. Okay, so the nouns that you can count in numbers are known as countable nouns. Okay, countable noun is a noun that represents the things that we can count using numbers. Okay, let's let's move further. Now, countable noun has 2 types, singular and plural. Now, you must have heard about this or studied about this, okay, in your junior classes, obviously, and you already kind of know about it, that singular refers to one and plural refers to more than one. Okay, now countable nouns are divided into 2 categories, that is a singular noun or singular countable noun, and plural noun or plural countable noun. Let's see some examples. Alright, now singular form. Singular form means, obviously, it is something that is one in a quantity. Okay, like a pen, book, table, chair, bag, dog, cat, pig, puppy, pigeon. A person, man, woman, girl, boy, all these are singular in quantities, right? All these are just one in number. Okay, so the word or the object or the person, the things that are one in quantity, that is a singular form of countable noun. Okay, let's see some examples in the form of sentences. Okay, now just keep that in mind, that singular form also uses a determiner, that is a or an with it. Okay, like an apple, a mango, a dog, an airplane, a man, a woman. Okay, so all these are one in quantity. That is why we are using a or an over here. Now you are going to ask me, what is a determiner? So I am going to tell you about, we are going to discuss it about in some other video. Definitely I'm going to talk to you about this in detail. Okay, you just just remember that for a singular noun we use a or an at the beginning. All right, let's see some examples. First one, a boy was playing with the football on the road. Okay, now a boy, okay, the football, all right, or the road. Everything is singular. A, an, or the, okay, include the in that as well. All right, so a boy is playing with the football, this is one football, on the road. Okay, it's not roads, it's not more than one, it's just one, so it is a singular noun. The boy, football, and road are the singular nouns in this sentence. Let's move on to the next one. I am making a cup of tea. I am making a cup of tea. Okay, now cup is a singular noun, so here it is written as a cup. A cup, because it is just one. Okay, tea. Okay, sorry, the example over here, the countable noun over here is just a cup. It is one cup. Okay. The next one, in the next sentence, we can see that in that example we can see that there is a plate on the table. Okay, there's one plate. A plate, that means this one plate on the table. Okay, just pay attention on the words that are used before the nouns. Okay, like a, an, or the, right? Because you have to use them. Okay, next one, there's a boy at the door. A boy, one boy at the door. One door, one boy, and the. Next one, there is just one seat left. We can also write this sentence as there is just a seat left. A seat left. There is just a seat left. Okay, that means it's just one seat left. So all these were the singular nouns. Now let's move on to the plural ones. What is a plural form? Singular is one. Plural is more than one. Okay, so pens, books, tables, chairs, bags, we are adding s to that. Just pay attention to that. Okay, dogs, cats, pigs, puppies, pigeons. All right, persons, people, persons or people. Okay, you can use both of them because both are the plural forms of person. Men, women, girls, boys. All these are the plural form of words. That means if the quantity is more than one, that means that is a plural form of a word. Okay, now if you want to find out a plural, you have to ask how many. That means if you want to know that how many pens were there on the table, you have to ask how many pens were there on the table. So the person will going to answer that there were 5 pens on the table, or there were 2 pens on the table. All right, so that is what is a plural form is all about. Okay, let's see some examples. How many pens do you have? Okay, so somebody is, if you are going to ask this question to someone, that person is going to answer that I have 2 pens, or I have 1 pen, or I have no pens. Okay, the next one. Now see, pens. If it was singular, we would have used a pen or 1 pen. Okay, if you mean plural, so you're using that's why here we are using pens. All right, next one. There were 3 men on the road quarreling with the shopkeeper. Okay, now there were 3 men. Now men, we are not using s over here. Now this is a different kind of concept. Okay, about singular and plural. I will definitely explain this to you in detail in some other video. Okay, that how to make singular the singular words the plurals. Okay, how to use s or ies, or why are we not using s over here. We will take that in another video. All right, let's continue with this one. Okay, so men is a plural word. Okay, because there are more than one man. Okay, so there were 3 men, that is why men is a plural, and you can count them, so that is why it is countable. Next one. My 2 associates left the firm. Okay, associates means the people who work with you, or the colleagues. Okay, so the 2 associates, you can count it. Okay, and it is the plural form, so that is why associates is a plural word. Next one. He adopted 5 puppies and 2 kittens. You can count them, right? So that is what is all about plural is. Okay, puppies and kittens, 5 and 2, you can count them, so that is countable. That is why it is plural. It's more than one. Okay, next one, the last example is all the countries came together for the peace offering. Now countries means there's more than one country, so that means it is a plural word. I hope you are understanding this properly. If you have any questions, please ask those questions to me in the comment section. I would really like to answer your all the questions or all the doubts if you have any. Okay, now let's talk about the next type, that is uncountable noun. Now, uncountable noun, that means you cannot count it. You cannot count it in quantities like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You cannot count them. Okay, countable, you can count them. Uncountable, you cannot. Okay, now tea, sugar, water, air. Can you count them? 1 tea, 1 sugar? No, right? 1 water, 1 air. No, you can't do that, right? Rice, bread, flour, salt. You cannot count that. Knowledge, beauty, anger, fear. Can you count that? No, right? Love, money, research, safety, evidence. You cannot count any of these things. So that is why all these are uncountable nouns. That means uncountable nouns are the words that represent the things that cannot be counted using numbers. Okay, now you are going to tell me that I can count tea and sugar. 1 teaspoon of tea or 2 spoonfuls of sugar, spoonful of sugar. You can count them. Can you count just one tiny bit of tea or sugar? No, right? You cannot do that. You can count them in some particular quantity. Okay, so that is the measurement you can use, but you cannot count them one by one, like one tiny bit piece of sugar you're counting in it too. It's like counting the stars, right? You'll take forever to do that, right? So these are the uncountable nouns. Okay, and the uncountable nouns can not be pluralized. You don't write teas and sugars. Okay, you don't do that. Okay, now see, in this one there's the word bread over here. Now you are going to tell me that I can count bread like 1 bread, 2 bread, 3 bread. No, that's wrong. Okay, you cannot do that. It's 1 piece of bread, 2 pieces of bread, 3 pieces of bread. Bread does not have a plural. We don't write breads. Okay, it does not have a plural. Just keep that in mind. Please do not get confused about this. Let's move further. Okay, so we use a or an or the with the singular ones, okay, the countable nouns, but we cannot use that with the uncountable nouns. We don't say the sugar, the tea, right? Let's see some examples over here. Okay, see, I already told you before discussing the examples, I already told you that if you want to, count or measure these things like sugar, so you have to use an expression like a lot of, or much, a bit of. Can you give me I want a lot of sugar, okay, in my tea, or I want a bit of sugar in my tea, okay, a great deal of, or we can also use some exact measurements. I told you that we have to use measurements for these things, okay, like a cup of tea, or a bag of sugar, or 1 kg of sugar, or 1 liter of milk, okay, or a handful of not chocolates a handful, a pinch, okay, or an hour of, a day of. So all these things that we cannot count in numbers are uncountable nouns. You have to ask how much. Okay, let's see the examples. Like first one is, how much sugar would you like in your tea? See, here you're asking the question how much. Okay, you're not asking that how many pieces of sugar you want in your tea. No, that person is not going to say that I want 14 pieces of sugar, and you're not going to pick up 1 piece of sugar and put it in the tea or coffee, right? You are going to take 1 spoon and take 1 spoonful of sugar and put it in the tea, right? So that's what it is about. So the question is, how much sugar would you like in your tea? Okay, so you're going to that person is going to say that 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon or whatever that person wants, or half spoon, whatever it is. Okay, let's see the next example. You should take some advice from your elders. Now we don't say advices. Do we say that I took advices from the people, from my parents? No, we don't say that. That sounds so wrong, right? So we say some advice. That means some advice. Right? So you should take some advice from your elder. Maybe it must be 1 or 2 advice or 3 advice or whatever it is. Okay, see, it sounds so weird, 1 advice or 2 advice or 3 advice. No, some advice. Okay, because it's something that you can't touch. Okay, it's intangible. Obviously you can't count that. Okay, so that is uncountable. Now, next one. He wanted 1 cup of water, a spoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt. Now see, we can see over here that water, sugar, and salt are uncountable because we have to use some expressions over here. 1 cup of, a spoon of, okay, or a pinch of, right? 1 cup of water, a spoon of sugar, and a pinch of salt. All right, so all these are the uncountable nouns. Let's move on to the next example over here. Let me breathe in some air. So just imagine, I'd say, let me breathe 1 air or 2 air or 5 airs. Doesn't it sound weird to you, right? But you cannot count air, obviously. Okay, so let me breathe in some air. All right, the next example, the last example, is he lost his luggage on the airport. Now, luggages, do we say luggages? I have some luggage, I have luggage, I have a luggage. Do we say that? No, I have luggage. Okay, so here it's he lost his luggage on the airport. Okay, so luggage is also an uncountable noun because you can count the bags, you cannot count the luggage. Okay, getting the point? So a luggage is an uncountable noun. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubts, any queries, please let me know in the comment section. Do ask whatever questions you have in your mind about the nouns and the types of nouns. Here we finish with the nouns. Okay, in the next video of this grammar series, we are going to begin with pronouns, so do not miss that video. Okay, please share the video with everyone and like the video as well. Please subscribe the channel. Okay, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you can get notified for my every new video. Thank you so much for watching.